guys, it's Emma here. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how environmentally friendly is a compost toilet, and I'm also going to be talking about some of the other Narrowboat toilets you can have. So let's go! So how a compost toilet works is the liquids and the solids are separated, and with the solids you either can put sawdust or this in, and what you do is just put this in water, let it expand, and then put that in. And then you can also, for the liquids, it's actually sterile, and if diluted properly, when we're in the middle of nowhere, we can put it under a bush as long as it's not too near the canal. So with the solid part, if you do have a bit of land and it's easier to compost it, you can compost it. That's why it's called a compost toilet. So if you had a proper land and you had all the resources to compost it, you can just put it back onto the ground. Obviously you wouldn't want to use it for any food or vegetables that you're using, but if you just dug a hole and put it in, it'd be totally fine. You just wouldn't want it near your food. So unfortunately the CRT do not provide compost facilities, so we can't actually compost our solids, so we have to put it in a bin bag and it goes to landfill, but it definitely is more environmentally friendly in other ways. The compost toilet is really environmentally friendly because it doesn't use water, so you don't flush the toilet or use any liquids or chemicals for it. So reducing our water consumption would actually be really good because it would help the environment all around the world. So toilets can use about 3.5 gallons to 1.6 gallons, even with water saving toilets. They're using 9.1 gallons of water per person per day, and this is generally clean drinking water. In Western countries, they're saying that we're using about 30% of our drinking water on toilets. So even though we're not able to compost our solids, we do think we're helping the environment by not wasting water. So having a compost toilet is definitely really helped, especially because we're continuous cruisers. Two other types of boaters toilets you can have. There's a cassette and a pump out, and we actually, when we moved onto the boat had a cassette on it, and we got it taken out obviously for a compost toilet. The cassette is where your liquids and your solids are put together, and it's just like in this container, and you put chemicals in it just to reduce the smell, and then you go and empty it out in Elsem. We didn't really like the Elsem, the cassette, that much. Some people do like it, but we personally didn't agree with us, and that's why we got rid of it. So, and it does use water and chemicals, so it definitely is not as eco-friendly. Also the cassettes are quite heavy, and is why you would need a spare cassette, because they only last about 3 to 4 days. We don't have the room for the storage for that. So then there's the pump out, and that is where you have a big container under your bed or your sofa, and where it contains all your waste and liquids, and then you pump it out every few weeks. It is quite expensive because you have to pay about £17 per pump. You may not come as close quarters to it, but it still is quite expensive, and we just prefer our compost toilet. So we have a Nature's Head compost toilet. There's an Airhead compost toilet and a Nature's Head. We got the Nature's Head, and it's actually quite expensive. They're roughly around £1,000, and if you don't have a budget for that, Indie Project, they're a van life channel, and they also used to have a Narrowboat. They're a van life channel, and they converted this Sprinter van, and they even made their own compost toilet under £100. If you want to know how to do that, I'll link their channel links in the description box to go and check them out, because their channel is really cool. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you liked learning a bit about more compost toilets and eco-friendly things. So yeah, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I do a video, and comment on my social medias, my Patreon, and my Gmail, thenarrowboat@gmail.com, if you have any suggestions for me. So yeah, see you later, bye!